Hey everybody, welcome to Out and About, and it is again just a beautiful Saturday morning. Not Saturday morning, I guess. Saturday afternoon now. I did plan on going out ice fishing today for our video, but I went snowboarding last night, trying to get some practice in, and I ended up hitting my tailbone pretty hard, so climbing up hills is just not going to do it for me today. It just hurts. And for anybody, any other snowboarders, skiers, anybody, if you ever landed on your tailbone, you know how much that shit hurts. And this was the first time that I've landed that hard on it. So if you see me walking around a little slower today, that's why. So I figured I might as well kind of show you the gear that I use while I'm up there, and kind of explain my board and everything that goes with it. So let's get to it. Alright you guys, so we'll start with my board. It is a Maro Radium. Got really cool graphics on the back, which I dig. It is, I can't remember if it's 159 centimeters or 160 centimeters, but either way, it's a good board. It's what's known as a true twin, which means you can take it down the slope and it will ride exactly the same, whether you ride, switch or regular, it'll ride down the same. It's also what's known as a rocker board, which means the nose and the tail, they kind of go up like this, and then it's flat in the middle. Perfect for beginners. It makes your turns easier to initiate and all that good stuff. There are other boards called camber boards, and what those are is, instead of having the lip or the nose and the tail up, it's raised in the middle here, and that's more for like your terrain parks. Anyway, it's a good board. It's got flow flight bindings on it, and they got these quick release backs. Sorry, you guys are probably all crooked. It's got quick release backs. It's supposed to help you with getting in and out, but I used them last night, and I gotta be honest, I think I'm more of a traditional binding kind of guy with the double. I would have two straps up here. These are just one strap, see? You're supposed to be able to tighten them down and then just, move those back, move these backs down. They just unclip here like that, and then they just fall down. I think my next investment will be a new pair of traditional bindings. So, and then the only other thing on this board is this Dakine stomp pad, which really helps with your one-footed skating and just your one-footed boarding. Your foot really sticks to that thing. So again, this is my Maro Radium. Very good beginner board. This thing is an absolute rocket too. Like it's pretty fast, but I like it, and I'm gonna get good at it. Alright, so the next thing I'll go over with you guys are boots, and new for 2020, I got the Burton Moto Speed Zones right here. Very easy to lace up, super comfortable. They got, I don't know, they got this, I don't know what you call it, just felt or something, so there's no rubbing on your ankles. Super lightweight. Like, it feels like you're wearing a slipper, it really does. They're super comfortable. But here, I'll put you guys on the tripod. Still see me? Alright, now. Okay. Burton boot. Moto speed zone. What I like about these, okay, there's two shells. There's your outer shell, and then there's your inner one in here. And you gotta tighten both of them up. How do you do that? Well, you got this handy little string right here. You guys can see it. And all you do with this, you grab the back one, pull it down. Just like that. See? Just tuck the string in here. And that's your first shell. Now for the second one, this is pretty cool. You guys hear a little bit. Okay. For this one, tighten up your outer shell. You have these two almost like ripcord type things. This one, you pull them tight and it controls these bottom laces. This one controls your uppers. So you pull it tight and it'll tighten these. You can do it. There you go, see? See the tops tightening? And then we'll do the bottoms. Like that. See? And they're all nice and tight. And then what do you do with these? You can't just tuck them into your boot. Rub on your ankle, but I'll show you. Pretty nifty. What you do is you roll them up like this. And then there's little pouches right on the side. And all you do is stick them in there. Just like that. Same with the other side. Just gonna roll it up. Roll it up. Stick it in the side. There you go. No laces to trip over, no nothing. And also, what I really like about these boots is if I take this inner part out, there'll be a piece of like reflecting tape, almost like a space blanket. And what that does is it reflects the cold back out, and then it reflects the heat from your foot back into your boot. So very warm, very comfortable. Highly recommend these. Alright, so we got boots and board covered. Now the next things I want to go over with you that I use, my helmet and my goggles. For the helmet, it's this Anon, it's called the Anon Raider 3. That's also, I do believe it came out last year or this year. It's really nice. Super glad I had it, because when I fell last night, I fell back and I hit my head pretty hard too, and had I not been wearing this helmet, hang on, there's a bunch of snowmobilers coming, so we'll just wait a second. Another thing I wouldn't mind doing is getting on a sled this year, and it looks fun. Alright, they passed. Okay. So when I fell last night, I fell back and I hit the back of my head pretty hard too. There's actually probably scuff marks, if you can see. I don't know if you can see, maybe. But where the back of my head hit, and had I not been wearing that, I would have knocked myself out cold. You know, laying in the snow, just knocked out. So definitely glad I got a helmet. It has these nice vents to keep your head cool, because I actually sweat in this. And it's got these nice ear flaps. These ear flaps, you can take those ear flaps out, but I just keep them in because, you know, they keep my ears warm. So definitely worth the investment of getting a helmet. It's already saved me probably one concussion. So, okay, next is goggles. Oh yeah, one other thing, going back to the helmet. Now that I'm trying to get these goggles on. Back to the helmet. it has this clip on the back to hold your goggles. Pretty easy to slip out. Just like that. Just slips right out. Okay. So there's the helmet. Okay, goggles. These are Smith. I forgot what the name of them are. Smith something or other. But they got a cool kind of bluish color, and you're gonna want goggles because they protect your face from the wind. Also helps prevent snow blindness. Makes everything brighter for night rides, which is cool. And it's got like an amber colored lens. I know it doesn't look like it's amber colored from the outside. Kind of got like a blue reflective, but if you look through them, see how it makes everything yellow and a little brighter? That's going to really help with night runs and cutting down glare off the snow, keeping wind off your face, you know, stuff like that. So definitely get yourself a pair of goggles too. That's pretty much it. I do have some mittens. I thought I would prefer regular gloves over mittens, but these mittens are so much easier just to get in and out of, you know. I'll show you. Oh, they're soaking wet. Okay. Mittens. These nice Burton mittens here. And I also have, see these gray things on here? I bought those for when you go up a tow rope, like on the training hills or the terrain parks have tow ropes. You put these on your gloves so the rope doesn't, you know, ruin your gloves, because they're not cheap, you know. You want them to last. You don't want to buy gloves, you know, every 2-3, you know, trips out. So definitely worth it. Only thing is, you know, and some of my friends had told me this before I bought them, but when they get wet and they get kind of cold and frozen, then they're, you know, useless pretty much. But I suppose if you don't fall, you don't get them that wet really, it'll work just fine. Now mine got wet last night because I fell a bunch, but that's part of learning, you know. This is something that I really want to get good at. You know, something I think I would thoroughly enjoy once I do get good at it. But with everything, you know, it just takes practice. The more I get out there, the better I'm gonna get. So next weekend, we plan on going out up to Christie Mountain again. This time, you know, we'll be joined by some more friends also. So it should be good. I know my brother's coming with, so a couple buddies that I work with, they said they're gonna come with. So it should be a good time. And hopefully soon I can get off the bunny hills and actually start going down some runs. But for right now, for today, for this week, rest of the week, just gonna try to take it easy, you know, get my tailbone feeling better, and we'll go from there. So again, that was all my gear. I got it all laid out here now. You know, so that's about it for today. I'm gonna bring all this stuff back inside and put it away until next weekend. So make sure, if you like this video, you give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next week. Later.